Call to order this city council meeting, City of Bixby, August 10th, 2015 at 6 p.m. Yvonne, would you please call the roll?
Loudermilk.
Here.
Stewart.
Here.
King.
Here.
Guthrie.
Here.
And Easton.
Here. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Thanks, guys.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please remain standing for your law invocation, Yvonne.
Let us bow our heads. Dear Lord, thank you for watching over each person that is here tonight. I ask tonight that you direct council to make decisions that will continue to make this community grow and this community to be a part of it. Thank you for all you do. I ask all these prayers in your name, Son's name, Jesus Christ. Amen.
Richie, did you do that?
I can neither confirm or deny.
Consent agenda. Do we have any discussion, questions, considerations? Anything in particular?
Yes, Mayor, I'd like E, H, and I pulled, please.
E, H, and I.
Yes, sir. And actually, H and I just would like to go for a up or down vote.
Well, let's just, okay, so H and I, you want taken off the consent for an up or down vote
Yes, sir.
on their own. And what was the other one, E?
Yes, sir.
You want to discuss that one real quick?
I just don't, is there I'm trying to picture it at 101st and Mingo. That's by the church. Is there a living center, a senior living center?
There's one being developed south of that new bank, am I correct?
It's called Heritage Point of Tulsa, and it's coming your way. Actually, it's already been through the process for platting, so we're looking at the site plans right now. So this is at the southwest corner, you know where the bank is. It's just south and west of that.
Okay. I guess that was done, or that was approved. How long, when did that get approved, Derek? You know? It's been a while.
I don't know precisely. It's been in the past couple of months.
Thank you.
Do you want to keep it part of the consent agenda? Do we have a motion to consider on the consent agenda A through G?
So moved.
Second.
Stewart.
Yes.
Loudermilk.
Yes.
King.
Yes.
Guthrie.
Yes.
Easton.
Yes. H on the consent agenda, Betty?
Okay, we brought this back from the last meeting, and I wanted to...
Betty, let me read that in case there's some folks at home that might
Certainly.
want to know what we're talking about. H, to ordinance number 2159, enjoinder agreement requested by Oklahoma Municipal Retirement Fund to amend the defined contribution plan known as the City of Bixby CMO plan for the position of city manager for the City of Bixby by adopting a revised and restated retirement plan. Now,
Okay. We currently have a defined contribution plan as part of the city manager's contract. And what they have requested, OMRF came to us in March and wanted to make some changes to the plan for the benefit of the employees that are part of this plan. And so we voted to allow that. What it does is it allows the participants in the plan, if they want to make a change in how their funds are invested, that they can do that based on a daily rate instead of having to wait a whole month. So what they've done is they took this plan to the IRS and got their approval on the rewording of this plan in order to allow their participants to now request a valuation of their plan, and if they would like to change it, they can change it the next day, which allows them to make those investments sooner than waiting a whole month.
is this okay, the Oklahoma Retirement Fund, that's statewide, so this is just for statewide
They have
Consideration.
municipalities of cities, towns all
It's
across
not just,
Oklahoma.
we're not just zeroed out and it was their idea, so it's a statewide.
It's a statewide plan that cities and towns can participate in their plan. And they also have 75 cities that have a CMO or city manager plan also.
Okay.
So, and that's what this is for our city, is just the plan that our city manager participates in.
Okay.
He's the only one on this plan? then?
Yes.
And this is pursuant to his contract.
Yes, sir.
It's part of his contract, yes.
Okay.
It was tailored to fit his contract, is what I kind of looked, and I'm looking at one page right here about compensation, definition of compensations. It takes out bonuses, overtime, commissions, fringe benefits like reimbursements and car allowance, phone allowance, health insurance reimbursement.
But I don't, I'm not sure exactly what you mean tailored.
Like it fits his contract.
The contract, yes, was something that was negotiated between the council and the city manager.
But
And
you're
included
saying
this
that the
provision.
insurance was changed to fit his contract?
No, what I'm saying is that when I look at this, because it was a lot of material. Thank you for putting that all in there. Whoever scanned that in, kudos. That had to have taken a lot of time to scan all that in. So
That would be
I was like, holy smokes, that's a
yeah,
lot
it's
of
a lot of material.
So when I'm going through there, I see that, for example, definition of compensation. And it says here, compensation shall exclude the items listed below. So we're taking out of the compensation for this particular plan, it looks like overtime, bonuses, commissions, fringe benefits, like expense reimbursement, deferred compensation. And then we're taking out car allowance, phone allowance, health insurance reimbursement. So under this, the items that are checked here shall be excluded from this package.
Right, so the calculation when we pay into his plan
Will
is
be
based
for
only
overtime?
on his salary. None of
And
those
not-
others.
None of the fringes.
Correct,
Okay.
right. So in
So
essence,
if anything,
it limits what
it
we're.
limits it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because of.
It limits what the retirement,
Trims it
Contribution
down.
is that we would make is based only on his salary and not
Salary,
any of
no-
those
no fringe
extra.
benefits.
right,
Fringes are not
Those
included
other
now.
additional,
okay.
yeah.
Now, is that a change that was done just for us, or was that
No,
was
it's-
done across statewide?
That's,
Statewide.
well, this is his plan, so it was
That was already in there?
negotiated when we entered into, he became
But
city
this
manager.
change is statewide. It
That-
affects,
The change in the account, the way they account for the investments
Okay.
daily versus monthly is statewide. It will affect the whole defined contribution plan that they hold for all cities, city manager plans.
And that's all we're
That's all you're
accepting
doing.
is
We're not
the-
changing, there's no
'cause-
money,
'cause
dollar
nothing else
changes for
changed
the
in the plan
city.
other than the fact that they allowed you to do it daily as opposed to
Monthly, correct.
Okay, so those little things are already in there.
Is
Yeah.
that for all state employees or
Just the cities
just the ones who
that
participate in
participate
this
with,
plan?
into OMRF,
Okay.
yes.
Like I said before, we used to have to do things very similar to that when we get things set by our 401K, that they basically did it across the board, but we had to accept it. Of course, we didn't like it, our choice was to switch to another 401K. But we had 30 days to do that if we didn't like it. So we had to sign a letter saying, yes, we agree to these new terms, otherwise we had to switch.
So Betty, not that I foresee this happening, but what if for some reason this gets voted down, what happens?
Well, I assume that would be a problem with this contract then.
Well, my
Your recommendation
Recollection
was
is-
to,
Yeah, I think that these ordinances, H and I are votes, in essence, of the membership of the plan, and they need a certain percentage to approve the amendments, and I don't know what the consequence would be if you vote no. You'd have to look at the entire membership and how the entire membership voted. Is that fair? Do you recall that, Betty?
Well, and my conversation with them was that, I hate to say, you can't not vote for it, but that's in essence what they're saying, to have the plan. I mean, the IRS has approved it, the the membership has voted to change it to make it to where they can value it daily instead of monthly. It's not, so I don't know if that would, I don't know how that would.
That's a good question.
I think what would have to happen is we would have to, if it wasn't voted in, my guess is we'd have to find an alternative plan.
Yeah,
Because we have a contract with somebody that says that we will do this for them. And so we're contractually bound to do such for them. And if we didn't vote this one in, if it said, hey, these changes we don't like, I think we'd probably have to go out and get them planned, would be my guess.
that'd be my guess too.
This is not gonna cost us any money,
No, sir.
so I,
No, it's just a formality. It's just like I said,
It's just a
I used to do them all,
formality.
I used to get the letters all the time.
Yvonne, thank you for doing this. I did read it and go over it, and it was mind-numbing.
Quite welcome.
Thank you.
It's boring stuff, isn't it? I used to hate that.
any other discussion? Do we have a motion on H of the consent agenda?
I'll move to approve it.
Second.
Loudmout,
Yes.
Guthrie.
Yes.
Stewart.
No.
King,
No.
Easton.
Yes. Item number I, ordinance 2160 and joinder agreement requested by the Oklahoma Municipal Retirement Fund to amend the defined contribution plan known as the City of Bixby Special Incentive CMO Plan for the position of City Manager of City of Bixby.
So this,
It's the same thing. He has two plans. He has a regular defined contribution plan. He also has a special incentive plan. It kicks in on his anniversary. It's the same thing, though. This is exactly the same thing as the previous one.
Just change it from being able to
It's
invest monthly
monthly
to being able
to make changes on a daily basis, yes.
So we're really not adding anything to the contract or?
No, we're not making
costing us
any changes to
money?
his contract or his
Everybody in the state that has
defined
this thing,
contribution
it's
plan.
changed
Everybody
for-
will change to this.
Yeah. And like I
And it's to
said,
the benefit of the participants in this plan, because they can make changes daily instead of monthly, and that's, I think, is what is the advantage.
so now you play the stock market.
There you go. So,
Any other discussion? Do we have a motion?
I'll move to approve this one.
Second.
Loudmout,
Yes.
Guthrie.
Yes.
Stewart.
No.
King
No.
and Easton.
Yes. Which takes us to the regular.
Thank you, Betty.
Regular agenda. Item number 1, discussion and possible action to accept a general utility easement in Reserve Area A of Sunburst, 13200 block south, 87th East Avenue. Eric.
Thank you, Mayor. This is related to the Willow Creek Estates Housing Addition Development at 131st and Mingo. The proposal here is to allow for an outlet from the retention pond in Sunburst to get into the Willow Creek system. This is similar to what we did a couple of, either the last meeting or the one before. It's an off-site easement. It appears to be in order, subject to the city attorney's approval of the form and legality. I'd be happy to answer any questions you might have.
Questions, discussion?
All the citizens wrote this out there. No one came and
Oh, for Willow
expressed
Creek?
dissent.
You're asking me to go way back to the zoning for Willow Creek? I don't recall.
You'd be the only one to remember.
The Willow Creek development came to us about 2009, and I don't remember much representation from adjoining neighborhoods, if any.
Any other discussion? We have a motion.
Move to approve.
Move to approve pursuant to city attorney's record.
Approval.
Approval of the, okay. Do we have a second?
Second.
Stewart.
Yes.
Loudmout.
Yes.
King.
Yes.
Guthrie.
Yes.
And Easton.
Yes. Item number 2, reappointment of Tamara A. Childers as presiding municipal judge and Dennis A. Sagely as alternate municipal judge, court judge of the City of Bixby for 2-year term effective June 1, 2015 through May 31, 2017.
Mayor, Council, this is the second time this appears on your agenda. It is, Judge Childers has done a good job, as well as alternate Judge Sagely. I would ask that their terms be extended as provided by our ordinances and state statute.
I thought we'd done something on this already.
It had to be on the agenda
Be on
twice.
the agenda twice.
Oh.
Second time for.
We didn't vote the first
Oh,
time.
this is the first time it was announcing.
It was just a
Okay,
notice. The
okay.
first time was a notice.
All right. So I wasn't crazy, just half crazy.
Any other discussion? Do we have a motion?
Move to approve.
Second. Dennis got it.
Stewart.
Yes.
Bowman.
Yes.
King.
Yes.
Guthrie.
Yes.
Easton.
Yes. Item number 3, consider and/or approve a lease purchase contract for the purchase of police vehicles and equipment funded from the FY16 Capital Improvement Funds. Chief Shirley.
Mayor, Council, we're requesting to do a lease purchase. Something we did back in 2009. We purchased 12 vehicles at that time. We've done a lease purchase also on our radio equipment that we have right now. We went out and asked a number of banks, which are located here in Bixby and also outside the city, and then also we went to PNC Equipment Finance, which actually gave us the best rate for our radio system. The best rate that we got was 2.25 by Valley National Bank. So we're looking at doing a 36-month at 2.25 agreement, purchasing $515,000 with 10 vehicles.
Now, will the cars be completely outfitted, or is that just the cars?
That's completely outfitted.
Okay.
They were how much per car?
Do what?
How much per car? How
It's
much?
around $50,000, pretty close. We've saved some of the money. Also, we're looking at vehicles, they run anywhere about 2.5% to 5% increase each year. Not only the vehicles, but also what we're seeing on equipment. Some of this, we were not going to have to purchase some of our radios because we've already purchased some other radios when we made our last purchase, which saved us a lot of money from that standpoint. We looked at basically purchasing 3 vehicles this year, 4 next year, and 3 vehicles the following year. Instead of doing that, we'd like to be able to do all 10 at this point. We've got a number of vehicles that we're looking at about 75,000 to about 125,000 miles. They're getting old. In the last 4 years, we've had 7 vehicles that have gone down. 3 of them were wrecked. We received some money, but when you only get $10, $15, $20,000 back, we don't replace those vehicles. We also had 4 vehicles in this last year and a half that we put down due to the mileage and having to replace transmissions and other things. So basically, it's really cost prohibitive on doing some of that. So we'd like to go ahead and move forward. We won't be purchasing any other vehicles for the next 2 years. We're looking at basically purchasing 10 at this point.
What happens to the old vehicles?
Do I?
What happens to the old vehicles? We can take some out of service and just sell them on the auction, or what?
Yes.
Now, my only other question is, all these vehicles are gonna go to the officers, right? None of these vehicles are going to any admin or staff or anyone like that? Okay, because I got caught with that one last time I voted for the previous one.
Oh, no, we don't have any vehicles at all. I mean, matter of fact, if you remember that last time we were looking at, we got all 12 vehicles though.
Yeah, we got 12 vehicles, but one of them did not go.
Well, actually, it ended up doing it, yes.
Did it?
It ended up going, we ended up getting all 12 vehicles. There were some issues at that point with the city staff as far as getting vehicles and stuff. But no, we received all 12 vehicles.
Correct me if I'm wrong.
This will be all black and white, so we're not looking at any other
You
vehicles.
drive an 07, right?
08, yeah.
So I mean, you've obviously made sure the cars have gone to your frontline workers.
Yes.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, these are the guys that are on the street
Yeah.
that need the vehicles.
How many, over 100,000? All your 07s are, aren't they?
We've got 3 vehicles, 125,000 plus. We've got 14 vehicles, from 100 to 125,000. So basically, you got 17 vehicles from 100 to 125,000 plus. Then we have 8 vehicles that are 75 to 100,000.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Any more discussion on item 3?
Move to approve.
Second.
Stewart.
Yes.
Who was that?
He got it.
King?
Yeah.
King?
Yes.
Loudmout?
Yes.
Guthrie?
Yes.
And Easton?
Yes. Let's pass item 4 and go to item 6, new business, seeing none. Let's recess this city council meeting at 6:22 PM and open Bixby Public Works Authority meeting at 6:22 PM. Let the record show all members are present. Consent agenda. Not a lot to discuss there, so do we have a motion?
I can't pull nothing this time.
You could. I guess we move to approve.
Do we have a second?
Second.
Loudmout?
Yes.
Stewart?
Yes.
King?
Yes.
Guthrie?
Yes.
And Easton?
Yes. The only item on the regular meeting agenda is new business. Seeing none, we close the Bixby Public Works Authority meeting at 6:23 PM. Let's reopen the Bixby City Council meeting at 6:23 PM. Item number 4. Consider and vote to enter into executive session for the following purposes. Discussion on negotiations with representatives of police officer employees, Fraternal Order of Police, and representatives of firefighter employees, International Association of Firefighters, for new collective bargaining agreements pursuant to Oklahoma Meeting Act, Title 25, Section 307B2. Do we have a motion to enter into executive session?
Move to approve.
Second.
Guthrie?
Yes.
Loudmout?
Yes.
Stewart?
Yeah.
King?
Yes.
and Easton?
Yes. So now we will go to executive session.
Recess to the DOS conference.